Happy to be here today. It's a long, hot day, and thanks for coming out to Southside. Have a quick question. I'm looking for trillionaires. Has anyone ever posted a blog, piece of code, written anything, and published it online? All right, you created trillions in value in the last 3 years for AI companies that create your content. Didn't get paid. So what happened was Anthropic just had to settle for the piracy of about 500,000 published books. And they ended up paying $1.5 billion. And that paid out to the authors about $3,000 per book. And that's pervasive across all these LLM models. They are scraping content daily because they want to win benchmarks, they want to win users, they want to stay smart and relevant, but it's built on bad IP strategy. I'm Gavin, I'm a recovering IP attorney. I worked in this crypto space for quite a while. I worked in media tech for quite a while. This summer I formed the Copyright Coalition, working directly with attorneys at Sussman Godfrey that won this settlement against Anthropic. And we looked at total addressable market for all copyright stuff. Trillions of dollars of infringement, and there's a chance here to do a new model. So we're all kind of in this AI dystopian. Like, will we have jobs? Is there any meaning left to human life? Like, what are we going to be doing? You know, are the robots coming? So we've got a model here in Copyright where we act as an agent. We've signed over 100 bloggers, book publishers, magazine publishers, digital publications, newsletter authors, anyone who's creating copyrightable content. And the majority of these damages you get from something like the Anthropic case, you have to file your copyrights. Everyone thinks that you put that little circle C thing on the bottom of their website and you're good. It's not true. The reality is you actually do this. So we as an agency, we take 30 to 50% of all the AI money that we make through publishers. We aggregate them as a group. We are standing in court to sue on their behalf. And we are signing them up at a very fast clip. We file their copyrights for them. We detect legal infringement and report to the same standard that passes in the Northern District of California, where this is all getting litigated. There are over 80 copyright lawsuits, and you'll recognize almost every single name on those suits. It's Disney with 1,400 lawyers, but it's not Joe's Travel Blog. So this is the democratized action for everyone push that I've always loved to do. I love working with independent creators, and I want them to be able to get paid for their content. So if you write books or if you publish online, I'd love to talk with you. You register your copyrights, and you get paid in two ways. You get paid when we settle out lawsuits or win lawsuits, and you get paid ongoing licensing. The second part of the business is we have a Talking My Computer, which is our API that works just like Spotify. It plugs into modern LLMs. It's a repository of clean, human-authored, licensed, and copyrighted content, and that's just growing every single day. So that is an engine of human creativity that we want to keep growing and building, and it's our long-term monetization strategy. Thanks, everyone.
Why should I trust you?
I've done over 600 IP deals. I've worked in this space. I love this space, and we work with the best attorneys that are fighting for real people. Cost to the publishers now.
To the publisher.
Yeah, to the publisher operates now. So they rev split with us. So when we make money, they get most of it. We get more of it, or the remainder of it to help drive the company forward and reinvest in tech. So we do all the upfront filing fees, all the lawyers, copyright office, we hire the lawyers, we're doing money. I haven't raised yet. I bootstrapped this, so I'm going to raise a tiny seed round. And my biggest thing is I love to work with any legal tech, anyone working in media, that understands media tech, and can help get us more creators on board. It's bigger than you think. It's not just books that could be copyrighted. Anything article length or longer, including things like podcasts and YouTube creators that have transcripts, that's not showing up as infringements in our engine. We build proprietary tech. We have agents running these infringements and users all day long, and that's applicable already federal evidence. Mike.
You plan on filing suit against the workforce center yesterday?
Yeah, there's some game theory there. You file against the Chinese company first, or you file against?
No. For you, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see.
I wrote a book with Springer. Copyright is very complex. Right? The company says has the copyright, or I have the copyright. Even I don't know about that. So and with AI coming in, like when you write with the help of AI, how do you figure out who has that right?
So the U.S. Copyright Office, much like the USPTO, will not allow anything that's AI written. Comes from case law about trying to take a picture of a monkey. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, the AI portion of authorship, you can use AI to research, you can use it to do drafts, but all of the actual written portion needs to be submitted with human creators. So we can't copyright bot farm stuff, we can't copyright AI generated images. It's got to come from real people. Keeps the whole thing open.
Social network.
Yeah, it's built a great creator community.
Also, the company public websites and the company that public stuff, news about themselves, and so what things that's because AI takes it.
Yeah, AI takes all of it, and if they didn't file copyright registrations, their only recourse is really like taking it down and trying to get cease and desist, or to file for actual damages, where you have to prove that you lost traffic, that you lost potential users, or subscriptions, or ad revenue, and that's a very difficult thing to do when there's 40 different LLMs scraping your website that say you Google did this and you Perplexity did this, and so the best way to do this is you have 90 days from the day retroactively from when you publish to copyright your stuff. The U.S. Copyright Office has made it so you can do 90 days at a time with registration, which takes the cost way down. And so we're basically programmatically copyrighting everything that online publishers do, so that all this stuff's banked. And the life of the copyright is your lifetime plus 70 years, so it's like a very long and durable piece of IP.
How difficult is it to publish? So you write a blog post for 8 now you want to see it. So I go on your platform, uploading
Yeah, when you sign up for us, you just give us your name and your URL, and we do everything. If you were to do it yourself, you would take that copy of the work that you wrote, you go to the U.S. Copyright Office, fill out a 6-page form, get the filing fee, and submit it, and then they do it.
How does the Reddit decision against Wall Street Bets writing up those on LinkedIn? You're writing or is it LinkedIn? So with Reddit, when Jamie lost basically created the Wall Street Bet, created the
Yeah, it's tricky because it's splitting across two types of intellectual property law. Trademarking and the naming of Wall Street Bets falls under trademark law. And then that whole fight is also governed by terms of service. Now, federal statutes are going to override the terms of service, but in Reddit's case, that's what they were using. Their weight that anything created on the platform is legal. And that's, I think that can still be.
So if I wrote a blog post and I posted it on LinkedIn, Reddit, and Facebook, they would all have things against me?
No, if you wrote a blog post, you are giving them a license for part of their terms of service to that content. None of those, as far as I know, they claim ownership or the copyright of it. Now, if you create some sort of terminology or a subreddit and they're claiming a trademark over it, they have a legal battle and it's contested, but they never own the copyright.
Cartoon. You said that AI is not copyrightable. How about co-authoring, co-collaboration? I mean, even when you do an AI photo, you're doing a unique prompt to create that. So art of yours, or it's all in copyright?
There was just a ruling on this last week. It's a spectrum. So using advanced prompts, doing a lot of in-painting or specific AI work, if you're using human creativity, that tips the scale towards actually being copyrightable and you having part of authorship. But what we do now, right now in federal court, just creating a prompt is not enough to qualify for
So AI stop, not copyrighted.
Correct.
You know, kind of co-operate, where you're really kind of tweaking it and using some tools.
co-creation copyrightable. Definitely copyrightable for everything that the human portion has done.
You want the video?
Thank you, everybody. Glad to be here.